Good morning, everybody. I'm going to be starting on a project, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be converting this area of my chicken run into a small hydroponic growing area, I guess we'll call it. It's not quite a greenhouse. Basically, it'll have the protection of these pallet walls, keeps the cows out and the wind and all that. This thing has survived 2 years of monsoons, and it's going strong. So basically what I'm going to be doing with my chickens is they will be going to pasture. Going to be setting up some chicken tractors. That's something that I think most people know what those are, but I'll be doing chicken tractors out here. I'm going to be digging some holes in here. It's unfortunate that I can't get the backhoe in here, but they're not that big of holes. But I'm going to be putting some holes in the ground, and I'm going to show you why. Okay, so to show you what I'm doing, I'm gonna have to head over to the car here, and I'm gonna show you what's in the car here because this is interesting. And voila. So I haven't counted, but probably 30 plus milk jugs full of water. This project I'll go into later. I'm not going to talk about it right now, but it does have something to do with hydroponics. So I have those, and then I have these, and then plus my own containers that I've had here. And basically the idea is you bury these containers in the ground, you put your hydroponic solution inside these containers, and you plant your plants in them. And then from there, the thermal mass of the ground will keep the solution at a constant temperature. Because one thing about doing this is the exposure to being outside, the temperature is going to raise and fall daily, and that fluctuation is not going to be as good for the plant. So when you have your containers sitting in the air, those temps are going up and down, up and down, up and down. I mean, we have 30 plus, temperature swings here in the desert. So within a matter of hours. And so that's not always the best way to have your plants. So that's part of the reason why I'll be digging these holes. This is a KRATKY system. Basically, you put a nutrient solution in a container, and you're not using any pumps. It's a real passive system. It's a set it and forget it type of thing. So basically, there's a nutrient solution in there. There are net cups. These are net cups. These are big ones, and the net cup sits in there, and the roots go down to the solution, and then as the solution goes down, the roots are growing down, and it creates aeration in there for them. Works real well if you can keep the temps like lower. So these are pea plants, pretty easy to grow peas, so I figured I'd start with something easy. Eventually I'm going to put tomatoes back here. That's what I'll be doing. I'll have the tomatoes in these buckets that are in the ground. And you can see these PEX lines sticking out of here. What I'm using that for is just to give a little more aeration, because I've done these in the past, these KRATKY systems, and they do pretty good until it gets hot. And then what happens then is all the oxygen gets depleted because of the temperatures. And so anyways, you need oxygen for these roots. That's a big part of growing. And so that's how I'm addressing this. This is kind of an experiment here. I figured, hey, just put these lines out. The wind actually blows this way. So I'm hoping that some of that air will circulate in there and get more aeration for the roots. So we'll see what happens. But I got it, coming out of here like snorkels. So, but yeah, so I just want to show you guys this. I'll be burying that bucket there, and I'm going to be putting mounds around all these too. So when it rains, if it floods here, which it does flood in the desert, I'll basically have these berms around here to protect them from flooding, massive flooding anyways. So anyways, just wanted to show that off. Hope everybody's doing well, and over and out.